Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
Bad apples. Bad apples.
Bad apples. Bad Johnny Appleseed.
Johnny Appleseed ate a bad apple. Now he's dead in the ground with seeds. Hey.
He became the tree.
He is one with the trees now.
He grew into the Appleseed tree, and he will live on forever.
He will live on forever, just like the Steamboat Comedy Podcast, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're having the time of our lives here. My name is Kyle Ruff, joined again by Matt Newland.
How's it going? Check it out. Always here. Can't
up.
never not be here. Having the time of our lives, dude.
That's
an expression.
Yes, that's those are words.
The time of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you, I've never actually said that out loud and meant it.
No, I don't think I have ever just been like, man, I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah, no, that's such a forced thing.
I do. Whenever I get head, there's a part of me that's like, this is a good moment.
You should, next time it happens, you should say out loud, man, I'm having the time of
I'm
my
having the
life.
time of my life. She's like, what? I'm like, nothing.
Nothing. I'm having the time of my life.
Having the time of my life. Having the time of my life.
Just say it quieter.
Just having the time of my life.
Having the time of my life.
Oh, buddy, we had a pretty fun couple shows last weekend, so that was sick. Thanks to everybody who came out.
Thanks for coming out.
To see friend of the show, MK Paulson, our
Yep.
sweet prince. The best.
Yeah, we had a good time. Thanks for listening to this podcast, too.
Yeah,
and
thanks
we're
for
done.
that, too.
All right. See you next week.
Yeah, and that's a wrap. I am remind everyone, too, I'm wearing my mythology shirt today that I just bought.
Oh, yeah, nice.
This next podcast.
I seen that on the wall there yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's because I got it there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The one from the wall, or did they have them in the back?
Nah, I had him in the back.
I seen them.
The one on the wall was medium, and I'm a slender man, so I wore a small.
Slender man. Don't say his name 3 times.
Slender man, like, no! But no, we're going to be there next podcast. This is episode 133. 134 is going to be our first ever live podcast. So mark the calendars. We'll be at Mythology. I whipped up some sick posters.
Awesome posters. I printed them out. Our friend of the show, Ross, did, but we worked together.
Shout out friend of the show, Ross.
Come hang out with us. You can be a part of the podcast.
Be part of the pod for the first time, and you'll probably ruin it.
Yeah. It might go terribly. It could be the best time of our lives.
That actually could be the time of our lives.
The time of our lives. We might say that on that podcast.
I might.
This is going to be the time of our life. Who do you think wins in a fight, Slender Man or Beetlejuice?
Slender Man or Beetlejuice? You know, I don't really know a lot about the Slender Man.
He's a terrifying.
He's tall and skinny, and does he eat you?
He's like a shadowy guy.
He's like a shadowy guy.
He's tall, yeah, or maybe he just envelops you. You become Slender Man.
Yeah, okay.
I have no idea. I don't know what Slender Man is either.
I mean, if there's like fat guys, maybe they want to be enveloped by Slender Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Could be good.
Slender Man or Fat Man?
Or Fat Man. Whereas, fucking...
I think Beetlejuice probly whips his ass. He's too creative.
He's too crafty. He can turn your face all weird and gross like he did to the Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, he made him look like a psycho, but they were already dead.
They were already dead.
So he doesn't fight living people? I don't know. I haven't watched
remember.
Beetlejuice. I think Beetlejuice wins. Beetlejuice wins.
Beetlejuice. We watched Beetlejuice not that long ago, and it definitely sucked more than I remembered.
I didn't remember it at all.
I mean, I saw it when I was like 9 or something. Yeah, it kind of like the ending didn't even really make any sense and shit.
No, the storyline was fine. Michael Keaton's the fucking man, though. There was a couple lines in there. I'm like, that's such a funny line.
Yeah.
He's the best. I can't remember him right now because it's not that good.
I was going to quote it, and I went to do the voice, and I remembered I don't remember the line.
Yeah. Well, speaking of what we did watch, I watched all that OJ Simpson documentary. You saw part of it.
I saw part of it.
Kyle, OJ Simpson.
Yeah.
Is he a good or a bad guy?
At football?
No.
Real good at football.
Just a guy.
Just as a guy. You know, I never met him, so hard for me to say.
You don't want to judge a hoofed horn by its cover.
No, as they say.
Yeah, dude.
A hoofed horn by its cover. I that all happened to another, like, about when I was watching Beetlejuice.
This whole OJ shit was going on.
Yeah. It's really distracting from my
Trying to watch
Beetlejuice time.
Beetlejuice, man.
No, he was a really good football player, though.
Yeah, for
Rushed
sure.
for 2,000 yards, he did it in 14 games.
That's what I like about any documentary that comes out about OJ is they do like dedicate a part of it to being like, look, he was fucking good.
Yeah.
Like he was good.
He was
dude.
also like America's sweetheart. He was in movies. And
Yeah.
he was did Monday Night Football and shit.
Yeah.
And then that dumb bitch of a wife of his.
Yeah, just had to undercook the chicken. No, she didn't. She was a sweet lady. So you think he was a good or a bad guy?
I'm gonna say probably not good.
Probably not a good guy.
Yeah.
Now, here's my follow-up question. The lawyers that defended him, were they good or bad guys?
Wasn't one of them a Kardashian?
No, he wasn't even like, I don't even know if he was a lawyer. He wasn't much in the documentary at all. He was like a pal of OJ's, I think.
Oh, just a homie.
Yeah, he was just like supportive. I don't think he was up there with Johnny Cochran and fucking Robert guy. I almost said Robert Shapiro. I don't know.
Robert Shapiro.
I think that's right.
I think you might be right.
Bobby Shapiro. I think they were all bad guys, dude.
Sounds like it.
They were all
They kind of let a murderer go free.
yeah, and they like.
But they did take away his Heisman Trophy later, and that's kind of worse than death. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
dude.
worse than the electric chair.
Take my life, but not the trophy.
God.
God.
What was the line? I walked into the documentary, and the guy was talking about He was like,
This was his agent.
his agent, yeah.
Yeah, bald
And
dude.
they're just chatting, and just off the cuff, OJ says, you know, if she hadn't opened the door with a knife, they'd both still be alive.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
That was breaking for this
That
documentary.
is what we
that was like the
call-
first time you heard someone be like, OJ kind of admitted to me that he did it.
He like straight up.
Yeah.
Like straight up. Unless he's like, man, she opened the door with that knife, then she just tripped and fell, and it landed on her throat, and then the other guy picked it up and did the same thing. I wish they wouldn't have had that knife.
Yeah. And even then, like, there was evidence in OJ's house of a knife case that they didn't use in the trial. There was just a bunch of evidence they didn't use in the trial.
Why?
Like so much shit. There was like blood stains on his light switch in his house that they didn't use pictures of. Because the documentary is like basically the cops and everyone did like a very poor fucking job.
Jesus.
And one of them was super racist.
Damn.
So like that's what they focused on. But they all did a terrible job with the evidence and everything. And one of the lawyers that was in the documentary was explaining it as a bowl of spaghetti, and that's like it like made me laugh. Yeah, dude. So he's like, imagine he's talking about the evidence in the case. He's like, imagine you got a big bowl of spaghetti, and I'm killing it right now. A big bowl of spaghetti, and you're eating that spaghetti, and then you see a cockroach in that spaghetti. You gonna take the cockroach out and leave the spaghetti and eat it, or are you gonna throw the whole bowl away? And that's what he's talking about, the evidence. He's like, we found a little hiccup in all their evidence, so that means all of it's shit.
Wow.
And that's kind of what they did.
Damn, they gave him the old spaghetti defense, dude.
Yeah, they gave him the spaghetti defense, dude. The guy was a nut, the guy that was on OJ's team. I can't remember his name. He was like the only lawyer that did like the interview for the
yeah.
documentary.
Well, Johnny Cochran's dead.
I think he's dead, yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, our
Friend of the show.
Sweet JC, dude. That's when we say shout out to JC, we're talking about Johnny Cochran.
Talking about Johnny Cochran. Hell of a lawyer, dude. He did do the dream team of lawyers. That's what he called them.
Yeah.
He got the whole fucking squad. The other crazy part was, as everyone knows, the glove was nuts.
Right.
And this part was wild to me. That was like, they're going to probably try to make you wear the glove. And OJ was like, fuck, shit. And then his agent, the same dude that was like, you admitted to me, was like, well, just stop taking your arthritis medication.
So his knuckles would swell up.
So
and
his
he could.
hands swell up. And I thought when I saw that, I was like, that's probably the first time in history anyone's been like happy to have arthritis. Like, yes.
Arthritis for the win.
I got
dude.
arthritis. This is awesome. What an amazing thing I have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's my superpower. Is I could just swell my hands up
Yeah,
at any
'cause he
time.
golfed so much, so his hands, and he played football, his hands were always fucked up with arthritis.
Right.
And like, stop taking them, and the glove's not going to fit.
Wow.
And the glove's still kind of fit, I think. I don't know.
I mean-
I don't want to delve back into
Yes. Don't wanna,
touchy subjects like the OJ trial.
can't talk about something so controversial.
No.
Yeah. Wild shit. I need to watch that documentary too. I don't know. I feel like it might bum me out though. I already hate like cops and the justice system enough as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, those cops dropped the ball, dude. Talk about a fucking
That was like that Making a Murderer documentary.
I never watched that. That was
Dude.
like the biggest rage in the world.
If you want to hate cops,
Yeah, dude.
it's like, because you come out of it and it's like, I don't know, maybe they killed him or not, but the cops, like, it's very plausible that they just framed this guy
Yeah.
for murder. And like, there's a scene where like he has like a nephew that was like his little right hand man at this junkyard that he owned, and the nephew is basically, I don't want to say retarded because that's politically incorrect.
Yeah.
He was retarded.
Okay. I
And,
follow. I get what you're
Like
saying.
not special needs school, but probably like an IQ of like 60.
Yeah.
And the cops just put him in a room and were just like, "What'd your uncle do? What did he do? Did he do that?"
I've seen this
and he
on
was
It's
like-
Always Sunny. They kind
Yeah.
of made Charlie be
Yeah.
that guy. Okay, I get what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then like
I get all my stuff from Always Sunny.
but then like the line to like break your heart is afterwards they're like, "Why'd you say that?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just guessed like what I do on my school tests."
Oh God.
He's just like, dude.
Oh no.
Oh,
This kid a tutor.
seriously, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, it's brutal. So yeah, if you want to have something that'll ruin your life, go watch that.
Yeah, the OJ's one didn't like. It was like frustrating to watch, but it was crazy.
It's crazy.
It swarmed the whole fucking nation, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone was caring about it. Here's let's change subjects though. Here's something that happened to me yesterday when I was skiing.
Okay.
I was going from the parking lot. I took the gondola from the parking lot to the base of the mountain, which is a pro move.
Indeed.
And when I was doing this, there was a mother and probably her like 6-year-old daughter in the gondola with me. And like the mother wanted to put sunscreen on the daughter's face because it was a super sunny day out. And the
Yes.
daughter was like, no. And she kept turning her head and she didn't like want to put sunscreen on. And I thought to be like a helpful guy, I was like,
I'm gonna hold your daughter
yeah,
down.
you want me to hold her face for it? No. I thought to be
I'm gonna break her neck.
I can hold her hair.
Just grab her by the
No, I
head.
thought to be a helpful guy, I was like, well, I'll put some sunscreen on
So
to show her that like it's not that big of a deal.
all the cool
So
kids are doing
yeah,
it.
I was like, fuck it, here I'm gonna be a good guy. And I was like, hey, can I have some sunscreen? And the wife said no.
Really?
Yeah, dude. She said, I was like, what the fuck?
Can
She's
I-
like, no, we don't have enough. And I was like, okay. And I kind of laughed and then I just stopped talking. I was like, you fucking asshole.
Right.
Like I tried to do a nice thing
Right.
and these fucking tourists.
And she's like, "This asshole's trying to steal my sunscreen."
No, I'm trying to help you be a good mom.
yeah, trying to
dude.
lead by example.
Like I'm somebody's son. You know what I mean? I
Right.
figured your mom.
I was
I'm
once that little girl.
I was once, yeah. I thought I was gonna be helpful, but you just shut me down. Huge fucking ring on her finger too.
Oh yeah.
Just a loser.
It was probably like $90 whatever sunscreen.
It kind of looked like fancy sunscreen, but again, I'm just trying to be a helpful guy.
right.
Just
You
trying
can't,
to.
you can't spare a squirt.
Yeah, you can't spare a pea size. Like I had this much face showing.
Right.
I was gonna put a little on my nose.
yeah.
I didn't need the sunscreen.
No.
I was trying to be a good guy. She shut me down, dude. It was fucking bullshit.
That's amazing. I
It was
love that. Just,
insane.
no.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we don't have enough. I have some other kids that need some. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, all right.
Would I beat your ass?
Just- like, well, fuck you and fuck your daughter.
Yeah, I'm crazy. You don't know who I am.
Yeah, right?
What if the sunscreen's the only thing I got going for me?
yeah. You just open up the gondola door
Yeah.
and just jump out.
I'm about to pop out of here, and my blood's on your
You're
hands.
just like, no one loves me.
And they're doing
This is the last
no
straw.
one gives me sunscreen. I don't know where to buy the good stuff.
That's wild, dude.
You were talking to me. You had a kind of crazy story at work where,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yes. All right. Here's a fun story. So, as you guys know, friends of the show, I don't just do comedy.
Oh God.
yeah.
That's the
I have
way.
a day job, as they say in the industry. But no, I manage this restaurant on the mountain called Ragnar's, right? It's a ski in, ski out spot, which is helpful because I get less shenanigans. Like,
Yeah.
we don't get like hammered people stumbling out of the bar because you got to ski home.
Yep.
And if you can't, then the ski patrol will wrap you up like a fucking loser and take you out, which they had to do to somebody yesterday,
Yeah.
which was funny. I missed that one. That's a bummer.
That is.
The pro move, though, is almost everyone you see who's too drunk who gets like wrapped up by ski patrol and like the sled taken out, they all squeeze out a middle finger. They all squeeze one out.
Get one out for
Yeah,
the fans.
But no, so I'm running the restaurant, and all of a sudden I hear from like across the room someone shouting. It was one of my servers who already has a short fuse.
Yeah.
And she's a friend of the show, Nicole, and she was like, "I shouldn't have to tell you how to act like an adult," something
Yeah.
like that. And And I was like, well, I guess
That's a
I
good
better
Nicole.
investigate. And so I go over there and I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, this guy just ate this kid's food. And I was like, what? Yeah. So the story is there's two little tables. It's like a little bar section area. So there's a little table for two, and these two kids were sitting at it, and their parents were at another table next to it. The kids just got their food. It's a busy day, so they waited a little while. And they walk over to say something to their parents, and this fucking guy just walks by and grabs chicken tenders off this kid's plate and eats them.
And the guy does't know the kid or
Doesn't
the
know
family.
them.
Yeah.
No. And so they're like, I'm like, who did it? And they're like, this guy. And he was this like 6'5" huge dude, Russian accent.
Yeah.
And so I walk up to him and I'm like, and he's like staring up in space, like hoping like I don't notice him or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey man,
You're giant. I see you.
yeah, you are sticking
Yeah.
out like a sore thumb.
It's like when an ostrich buries its head in the sand.
It's like, yeah, we
we
can still see your ass.
Yeah.
And I go to him and I go, hey man, did you just eat somebody else's food? And he just looks at me kind of like sheepishly. He's like, yeah. And I just said, don't do that.
You can't do that.
I didn't know. I was just like blown away. I was like, you don't do like I'm giving you a life lesson. It's like, you can't do that.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
That'd get you killed 100 years ago.
Which everyone was like, they were like, throw him out in the shit. And I'm saying that to this guy, and his friend who was sitting next to him turns to me and he's like, no, it's already taken care of. We already agreed that we would pay their bill. And we're going to pay their bill. And so I was like, okay, thinking that was actually the case. And so I walk away. I go try to find Nicole to find this bill to give to this guy. And I don't know where she went. She was somewhere else. So I'm walking around looking for her. Meanwhile, the parents and their friends of these kids are like talking shit back and forth to these guys, like across the room.
Giant Russian men.
Yeah, and like things are getting tense, I guess. Yeah. And so I didn't know any of that. And I come back and I get this guy the bill. It's $120, and he just pays it because his stupid friend ate chicken fingers. Which I was like, good on you, dude.
Yeah.
He didn't leave us. He left $0 in a tip, though.
What a good guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Russians don't tip.
Russians don't tip.
Mm-mm.
There's a few truths in this world.
Yep.
Death, taxes, and Russians don't tip. Or Australians.
Like just a Russian dude. Like, I want chicken fingers.
Like, chicken
I'm
fingers.
going to eat these.
These are now mine.
These are my chicken fingers. Your kid.
I see them. I claim them.
I am man.
But like,
I want them.
So, and that's just weird because like the kid wasn't sitting right there. But even like, who just goes to a restaurant and walks around and finds untouched food on a table and just eats it? Are you like a hobo?
Psychopath.
Psychopath.
That dude probably OJ'd somebody.
Out of his mind.
Yeah.
But anyways, then later, it doesn't end. Another table wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
And I go over, and it's some younger lady, and I'm assuming her mom.
Yeah.
And they're like, just so you know, these guys were all saying really sexist things about your waitress. And I was like, okay.
You're
and
like, they actually don't prefer to be called waitresses anymore. So that's a little bit.
Yeah, it's actually server. That's gender neutral, so you're an ass.
You're an asshole now?
But I just lost my train of thought.
They were saying sexist things to...
Yeah, well, the example she uses, like, he called her a Spitfire. And I was kind of like, that's not that bad. But I was like, okay. I was like, well, I didn't know. She's like, and you didn't kick them out. And this is not a safe work environment for women.
Yeah.
And I was just like...
You got white-knighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, okay. I was like, well, I didn't know any of that happened.
That was also people that saw something that was going on that was, like, wild and then was like, I want to be a part of this.
I need to make sure
the attention's not on me.
Yeah.
So I need to do something.
I'm important, and I'm here to save the day because
Here's
you
my
did it.
feelings about something happened that had nothing to do with me at all.
Right.
You got a bad place.
Yeah. That means this is a bad environment.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay. And they're like, you didn't kick them out. And like, as they're saying this, I look up and those guys are leaving. And I was like, well, they're gone, so I can't kick them out.
Are you going to be okay?
Is everything fine?
Kiss her on the forehead.
I did.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I gave her a quick slap of the titty and a kiss on the cheek.
You want some free French fries, honey?
Yeah. Can I offer you a cheesecake?
Would you like? I would like a cheesecake. I love cheesecake.
Cheesecake
dude.
does kick ass.
Kicks all the ass.
Yeah, but I was just like, all right, so I just had to deal with all this shit, and I just basically had to email my boss later and be like, hey, if there's some bullshit review that comes out,
Yeah.
this is what happened.
Russian guy ate some kids' food.
Yeah.
Russian guy eats kids' food. That's crazy.
Frontline news.
That is wild.
Yeah, it was just insane.
That's fucking.
And all the years I've been out there, I've been out there for like 10 years, I've never seen that happen
That
before.
is a wild train of thought to walk into a restaurant and just eat food off somebody's plate.
Just
Like no one. I've never heard of that.
It's wild.
That is fucking gnarly.
Yeah, and then try to just like stand there like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That is fucking bizarre. What you've worked in restaurants a long time. What's the grossest thing you've ever seen in a restaurant?
The grossest thing, just in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you see a lot of times, people will just like leave like Band-Aids and like gross and like use like booger fucking filled snot and shit. They'll just
Snot
leave it on the
rags.
table and be like, you clean it up.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
You see animalistic behavior from people all the time.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to clean the table, but it doesn't mean that you can just take a shit on it.
Yeah.
And that's
Well, they're
fine.
eating. It's a primal thing to eat, so
That's
then
true.
they just become animals.
They're just like, blah, blah, blah.
Like, there's snot. Take it.
Oh, yeah, here's my jizz.
Yeah. Dude, we've all been there,
If I had
dude.
$1 for every time I mopped up jizz at a table.
Well, that Reuben sandwich is so good, it almost makes me jizz every time.
Hey, get the Reuben at Reg.
It does. It's really good. I learned like a cool like experiment, dude. You want to do it?
Okay.
So this is true. This is like how powerful your brain is. So
Mine specifically?
anyone
Thank you.
can do this. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Imagine salt.
Salt.
Imagine what it tastes like.
Yep.
Now, if you hold your hand up and pretend you're holding a salt shaker
Okay.
and you shake it onto your tongue, it'll taste like salt.
Do it a little bit. Yeah. Do it a little bit. Just like a little
Did it
bit.
taste like salt?
Kinda.
Do it again. Spit on it.
Does it look like salt?
There you go. Yeah.
It really did kind of taste like salt for a second.
It looked
Or
like
maybe
you were,
just something salty. I don't know.
it looked like you were jerking somebody off into your mouth.
What?
Yeah, dude, I got you,
You
so
got
good.
me.
Oh, that's a classic 7th grade bit, dude. I thought I'd bring it back.
I totally fell for it, too.
Yeah, that's so good. The other one was, show me what it looks like when you brush your tongue.
Look at that.
It's so funny, dude. It still makes me laugh 20 years later. Oh, God.
Classic. I just got bullied on the podcast.
Yeah, you fucking nerd,
Fucking
dude.
idiot.
That's what you look like. So everyone's been got by it. I remember I got by it.
You got
back
got?
in the, oh, for sure.
Then you got to pay it forward.
You have to keep the bit running.
Mm-hmm.
I don't taste any salt. Do it faster.
That's like the Pen 15 Club.
Yeah,
Remember that?
that was a
Mhm.
fun. There's a lot of good ones
Yeah.
back in the day.
It was like, say I and then spell cup. ICUP.
ICUP.
And then, oh, you see
Oh,
me.
you're watching me pee?
What's wrong with
You
you?
fucking freak.
Fucking pervert.
Yeah. I'm going to stuff you in a locker. This is going to be a restaurant-heavy episode. Do you remember Texas Roadhouse
Yeah.
back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Great establishment. Loved it.
Fantastic.
The thing I remember most about it is the giant barrel of peanuts that were in the waiting rooms.
Yes.
2 giant barrels all the time when you'd walk in.
Yeah.
And you could just fucking chuck the peanuts everywhere, stomp on them, peanut dust in the air. Do they still have that? Do you think?
I bet
haven't
one person walked in and swelled up like a balloon and then
Yeah.
sued them, and then the answer is probably not.
'Cause I don't think they can do it anymore, but I'm not sure. I doubt it. But back in my day, you could it was a peanut
You
haven.
just yucking peanuts
like you were
everywhere.
crunching peanuts on your way to the table.
Yeah.
You had peanut dust on your shoes when you got home.
Yeah.
It was gross. You
It's
wore
weird.
your bad shoes to go to Texas Roadhouse.
Right. You don't want your nice Texas boots for
Fuck
the Texas
no.
Roadhouse, ironically.
Get the shit kickers because they're going to be gross.
We should go. Well, our friend of the show, Tristan Steinberg,
Yeah.
he designs like hood vents and shit. He does like designing for Texas Roadhouse. So we could ask him.
He's a big Texas Roadhouse guy. We
Yeah.
should ask him.
Should
we call him?
Can you call him?
Yeah.
Let's see if he picks up.
Yeah, I'm going to call him right now.
No, they used to do that at one of the places in Steamboat. You used to have peanuts everywhere, and they got rid of it.
I feel like smoking went out the door inside, and then peanuts were quick follow.
Right? They just take away everything fun and good in the world. Can't smoke cigarettes. Can't just haphazardly stomp on peanuts. What are we left with?
No
You know what I
peanuts,
mean?
no cigarettes, dude. I hate it.
No shirt, no shoes, no peanuts, no cigarettes.
No cigarettes.
No service.
Where is he, dude? I got him. Don't worry.
You just have him saved under that Jewish kid?
Yeah, small Jewish boy.
Little Jewish boy. The Steinberg. Our sweet boy. You got him? Really struggling to use your own phone right now.
I don't like phones. No, I don't have it.
All right, never mind.
It's all right. I do have his number. I couldn't find it though.
We'll report back on that one.
I guess you're TGI Fridays or an Applebee's guy.
Ooh. I'm going, if it's just those two, or are we saying like all chains, but specifically,
Those two, because I feel like they're hand in hand.
I'm going to go TGI Fridays. But really, if I'm picking like all those chains, I'm going, actually, no, I take that back, Applebee's. But,
Whoa,
yeah.
hard turn right there.
Yeah, I thought about it, and I was like, ooh, they got those little deals where it's like it's $8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Not bad.
They do
In
have
this
the great
economy?
deals.
Yeah.
I was always a TGI Fridays guy growing up.
Yeah.
Go there almost every Friday, dude.
I mean, how could you not?
Where else are you gonna go?
Where else you going to go?
There's no other restaurant that's like besides Ruby Tuesdays, I guess.
Ruby Tuesdays,
That use it.
Chili's.
But they don't use a day of the week in their name.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a great marketing.
You haven't been to Marvin's Mondays before?
No, dude, we should get one though.
Just another Marvin Monday.
Something. Throckum Thursdays.
Throck'em Sock'em Thursdays.
Rock'em Sock. You play Rock'em Sock'em Robots and eat
I would do that.
chicken thighs.
Should have like life-size ones, dude. Well, I was always a wing guy. So I've been a fan of the Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll tear up a Wild Wings.
I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings came across like kind of when I was older though, maybe in high school, maybe closer to. It wasn't like when I was a little kid.
No, I think they started Midwest and then moved out your way.
Yeah.
Because there was one that we used to go to in high school back when it was like 25-cent wing night.
Yeah.
God, what happened to those days? Am I right?
Fucking eggs, wings.
Eggs, wings, the
gas.
chickens in this economy.
Dude, we're still feeling the ramifications from Biden for sure.
Thanks a lot for the chicken, Biden.
And the eggs, dude. Honestly, eggs were always affordable when Biden was in house.
That's true. That
What do you think is going on with that?
Mm.
Too many. We talked to someone yesterday that was like, the chickens have just had it.
The chickens are going on strike.
Yeah, the chickens have had it. There's not enough of them.
Yeah.
We're like, what about more steroids? We pump them full of more steroids.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's not going to work.
I'm like, why not? Make them bigger. If
And
we
then-
got less of them, make them bigger.
Make them bigger wings. You don't need to eat as many.
Right.
That's also what we were talking about. You get 12 chicken wings. That's 6 chickens, dude. You just fucking ate their wings. That is weird.
Well, if you get the drums too, it's 3 chickens.
And then you get the breast.
Yep. You get the titties. My ancestors used every part of the chicken.
Yeah, dude. Even the gobbler.
Even the gobbler. We had boiled gobble stew.
The roosters.
Mhm.
Do we eat roosters or do we just eat the female chickens?
Nah, just female ones.
We don't eat the man roosters?
Nah, the man roosters, they're too gamey.
The man roosters?
I am a man rooster.
Hail the man rooster.
All hail, they come to snub the man rooster.
So what do the man roosters do? They cock-a-doodle-doo to wake you up, and then they bang the females, and that's about their whole life?
Yeah.
That's not a bad life for an animal.
Well, what
For a little dinosaur.
for a little dinosaur, they really
Let's
are.
fucking remember that.
And they have feathers just like dinosaurs did.
Which pisses me off.
Pisses me off.
Pisses me off.
No, I heard, and this is all, you hear all these like things about factory farming and you never really know if they're true, like these
Yeah.
horror stories. But I heard that they, like the chickens hatch and they pick them up and if it's a male, they just throw it in a meat grinder.
Really?
Yeah. They just go, up, he's got a dick, grind him up, chicken nuggets.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So we do eat the male chickens.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chicken
if that's
nuggies.
what they really make them out of, it's just a whole ground up chicken.
That'd be wild if chicken nuggets were actually baby chickens.
I don't know. No one really knows what
no,
chicken
it's
nuggets
probably not
are.
even.
Does anyone even really know? That was a
I'm
thing.
going down a rabbit hole here. I don't know what anything is anymore. What do we eat?
I don't know if you. This was also a thing. I feel like this was coming out when that Super Size Me movie came out.
Another good doc.
Everyone was just shitting on McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right. But they had. I saw this thing where like McDonald's had this thing that was just called like pink slime, and it was just like this pink like meat goo, and they apparently made like everything out of it.
Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing pink slime.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I remember seeing a picture of it coming out of like a meat grinder, like a tube.
I think that was
and they're like,
true, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and then they had to
like,
like
"That's-"
stop doing that,
Yeah,
or did
I
they?
did they. I mean, I wouldn't.
No,
I
it was
just like-
good.
I was like, that's some tasty pink goo, dude. Shove it in my ass.
McDonald's tastes just the same today as it did when I was fucking 6.
I think
So
so.
I don't think they changed anything,
When's the last time you ate McDonald's?
dude. Years. I don't eat fast food. I'm a fucking athlete.
Well, we had some Mickey D's breakfast, but that's
we
different.
did. I had a burrito.
Yeah.
There's no way that's pink slime.
No.
The tortilla's just
No.
pink slime.
just
Raw.
meat tortilla around cheese meat and egg meat. And
It could be, because when I worked in the pink slime makes sense, because when I worked in Alaska grinding up fish heads for fish oil, you grind up the fish heads. If you take omega-3s, I probably made them. Yeah, it's a big deal. But when you grind the fish heads up, it turns into a pink slime. It's crazy.
Ew.
And then we cooked it and then shoveled the oil off. And it's good for your joints and
Hey.
omega-3s. Yeah.
Good and good for you.
So disgusting to work there for an extended
I
amount
can't
of time.
believe you worked in a fish factory.
Oh,
dude.
I made it like a month and a half.
Yeah, I would have been like, I'm out of here.
And I did such a bad job. They were like, you can go home early. I was like sleeping next to 400-pound like pressure cookers. And like when I wasn't sleeping, I was doing prison workouts. And then I was like, I'm exhausted from these workouts.
Like, I can't possibly cut any more fish heads off.
No, God, no. You had to
Nasty.
take this giant tube of fucking fish heads, and it was crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the
these-
first real jobs I had where I was like, I don't like this work. I don't like working, dude.
Yeah. Turns out this whole work thing isn't for me.
No.
You gotta write some jokes down. Fuck.
I need to sleep. I need to sleep on the job.
Jesus Christ. I worked in a grain factory once.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was less gross.
Yeah. I bet it didn't smell as bad.
No. It was just like literally like an assembly line. They had these big old buckets of grain, and our job was to like, they would come on and they would like come down and you would like pry something off, and then it would go down and the next person would like open
Yeah.
something up, and the next person would like rotate it, and then we just did that all day long.
Oh, my God. Factory work, dude. That's the American dream. That's a real
right.
American dream.
That's the real American
We
dream.
need more factories.
You gotta produce. We need to produce stuff.
We need less small businesses and more
More
factories.
factories.
I
More
think.
smokestacks.
More smokestacks. Have you ever smelled a sugar beet factory?
A sugar beet factory?
Yeah. That's how they make sugar or beets. I can't remember. But they have them. They have them in Idaho, and like you drive, and you'd be like, "Oh, there's a sugar beet factory nearby," because it smells fucking terrible.
Really?
It smells so bad.
Damn, dude.
So we need more of those.
need more of those
There's not
stinking
any
up.
factories where we live. It kind of bums me out.
There's a coal refinery down the street.
I heard that's going down though.
I heard that's going down. It's yelling timber.
How Kesha, where my dog's at? Love Kesha, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
What are we gonna do to keep warm if the coal factory goes down?
We'll have to start burning our belongings, I assume.
Well, we're gonna need more belongings, so we should have more factories to get
So
more
to
shit.
burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need
we
more
need,
clothes.
we need more books to
we
burn.
gotta burn these books, buddy boy.
We need more solar panels.
Did you know today's National Banana Bread Day?
Today is National Banana Bread Day?
Yeah, I looked that up for this podcast specifically because I thought it'd be a hot topic to talk about.
Well, you are quite the, hey, I see you did there. Baked to perfection.
Yeah.
You're a banana bread enthusiast yourself.
I do. I make a mean slab of bee bread.
You know, I didn't eat any of your last bee bread you made.
No, I had to throw some of it away. I don't know what happened to us.
Well, heck.
Well, I took it with me skiing, and once you like take the banana bread out of the house on an adventure and then bring it back, like
Just
nobody.
pictured you like holding a loaf of bread.
Yeah, I took it with me, and everybody claws at it and shit.
Yeah.
And then you bring it back. No one really wants to eat the clawed at banana bread.
No.
We ate it like vultures.
Everyone's just like,
Yeah, well, we're skiing. We're men skiing,
Right.
dude. Have some. I didn't bring a knife. I did bring a lot of knives, but we're not using it to cut banana bread.
Right.
I always got at least 4 knives on me when
Right.
I'm
That's
skiing.
for throwing at enemies.
Yeah, that's for staying safe and
Yeah.
cutting myself if I don't.
You don't do a
hit
good
the
job.
jump.
Yeah,
If I
you-
don't hit
you
my
crash.
360. National Banana Bread Day. That's exciting. It's also National Tile Day.
National Tile Day.
Yeah, like tiles in the bathroom.
I did not know that the tiles necessitated a day.
Yeah, do you know a tile is an element?
What? It's just the T on the periodic table.
Yeah, it goes other elements and then tile. Did you ever have to memorize the periodic table?
Yeah, I remember memorizing all the noble gases.
Yeah, here it comes.
Yeah.
I was seeing if I could trigger something in that brain of yours.
Yeah, that little autism brain.
Yeah.
I liked chemistry. It was
Did ya?
well, it's helium, even though that only has 2
Numeric.
valent electrons.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No idea.
The rest of them have 8 because it
Okay.
maxes out at 8 and then it starts over. Right?
The periodic table.
Right. So if you get something that has like 2 valent electrons, one that has 6, then they go and they love each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be an odd number with an even number, right?
Yes.
Because that makes a negative.
That's not good.
Yeah. And
It's
if you times a negative by a negative,
then you're just a negative Nancy.
then it's a positive.
2 wrongs do make a right.
Yeah, National Tile Day, so give your tiles some love.
Give your tiles some love. You know, we don't appreciate tiles.
You
in
like a
this
good
country.
tile. You
I
get
love-
wasted and you pass out on tiles all the time.
I actually, some cold tiles have saved my life on multiple occasions because I have been known. I could probably find a picture. I have been known to pass out next to toilets,
Yeah.
and the cold tile saves me from barfing.
The coldness of the tile
Mm-hmm.
relaxes you.
It revives me. I'm
Keeps
like,
you from spinning.
keeps me from
Like,
spinning.
oh, this is so cold.
grounds
And,
me.
yeah, dude. And that's something we need to acknowledge.
Yeah,
on
show your
today.
tiles some love today on National Tile Day.
Going back to restaurants, though, you know what I don't like?
What?
The show The Bear. I like that show.
Good show.
Great show.
Very accurate as far as
I love that show.
How
Great
restaurants
acting,
work,
great
yeah.
writing. But since that show has come out, I feel like the thing that's annoying to me is a lot of people who are chefs think they're all cool all of a sudden. That bums me out.
right.
It's like this prestigious.
I'm a chef.
Have you ever seen The Bear? I'm just like Carmine.
Yeah, I cuss and my life is so hard and I have
Yeah.
tattoos and fuck you.
Yeah, it's like it's made a whole new generation of chefs think they're cool, and they've never been cool.
Not really.
No.
No,
Not
I'm
at
friends
all.
with a lot of chefs. None of them are cool.
None of them.
I'm gonna send this to all of them.
None of them are cool at all. They're like, oh, look at how tiny of a dish I can make. Isn't that, that's not cool.
Yeah, I want
At
some
all.
big steroid chicken wings, dude. I don't want a little. This has a spritz of lemon zest.
Yeah,
some,
and they always throw a little fucking green thing on top of
Yeah.
it because like it looks good. It's like we're eating it.
Yeah, I want to consume it.
I'm gonna give me some ground up chicken nuggets that were babies
Yes, I want
right now off some kid's plate.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't want to order
if
them.
I can't walk by and just snatch it off some stranger's plate, then I don't want it.
It's wild to me that that's a prestigious thing. Like the smaller the food, like the better you are being a chef. If you don't have to use tweezers to make this dish, you're swine.
then you're the uncultured swine.
You're swine, dude. And honestly, it tastes fine. I've had small dishes before.
There was a place in town that went out of business that did that.
Small dishes.
Yeah, it was called Sauvage. Do you
Small
remember that?
dish Wednesday.
Small Dish Wednesday. I went there on a date and we got like the 5-course meal. And yeah, like each one was like we each like cut it in half, we got a bite, and you're like, well, 20 minutes to the next one.
Yeah, it's fucking bizarre to me.
It's bananas.
And I blame the bear and that one chef.
Bourdain?
Wankers. No, not Bourdain.
Oh.
Rest in peace,
Yeah, rest
friend
in
of the
peace,
show.
friend of the
dude,
show in
JC.
heaven.
Looking for you. Always looking for you.
No, you're talking about Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. He kind of made it cool because he's a hothead.
Yeah, because, oh, you're a fucking dick.
Yeah. And then the bear came out, and it's been a bunch of losers thinking they're cool
And
ever
now,
since.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're the shit.
Okay, I got a new character I've been working on.
You got a new character you're
Yeah,
working
you
on?
ready?
I am.
This character is a guy who forgets how to answer the phone.
Okay.
Cool, so call me.
Okay. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring.
This fucking idiot. Okay.
Ring, 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 ring.
Yo, peace out, dude. Fuck.
Meanwhile, that's his wife who's like, I'm in the hospital.
Yeah, dude, and he says the last thing instead of the first thing. God damn it. I was literally thinking about doing a guy that like forgets how to fucking actually answer the phone. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
Just starts
Shit.
hitting himself in the head with it.
Yeah.
Like, hello?
And I was like, that's too silly. That's not gonna work. Peace out will work.
Peace
I got
out
a
works.
character for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Mhm.
Okay. This character is a 35-year-old man
Yeah.
who just took his first shit. He just took his first shit.
Like,
and he's never taken a poop before.
okay.
And then he needs to go talk to someone about what just happened. So this is him
Okay.
talking to someone.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Flush, flush, flush. Oh my God. Dude, Matt,
What's up, man?
I think I'm a woman.
Why?
Because I just had a baby in the toilet.
What?
Yeah. It stank. It was dead. But it came out of my butt womb.
Your butthole?
Yeah.
It was a baby?
There's a baby, and it had corn in it.
Have you been having backdoor sex?
No. Turns out he was just gay the whole time.
Dude, all right, nice. You did a good job.
Okay,
with
thank
that.
you. I am a thespian.
Dude, fuck. Something came out of my butt.
Something came out of my butt.
Something came out of my butt, and I don't know what to do.
I'm scared, and no one will help
I don't know
me.
what to do. Have you guys ever had that happen?
You're like, yeah, all the
Yeah,
time.
people shit all the time. It's
like
I never
once a
have.
day.
If you're healthy, it should be twice a day.
Is that to the truth?
What's the true number? Nobody knows the true number of poops you're supposed to take a day. And I heard that people love when we talk about poop, by the way.
Yes.
It
More
always
poop
has.
talk on the podcast.
It used to be one a day when I was a kid.
Yeah. Now they've bumped those numbers up.
Yeah.
Well, we're all eating more, dude. We eat a lot as a society.
Unless you're going to fancy restaurants because they
Unless
give you tiny fucking food.
And then you poop every 3 days because you're starving to death.
And it's just a little, and the poops never look better. It's the most fancy poop you've ever
Yes,
seen.
the presentation,
There's
incredible.
a garnish on it and some drizzle.
Some chive oil on
Yeah,
top.
it's just you peeing on it. That's the drizzle.
There's the garnish.
I think it's once a day. I poop.
Just longingly, I poop.
I do. You Pop-Tart or a toaster strudel guy?
Pop-Tart, dude. I'm
Really?
like scarred by toaster strudels. I might have even told this story a while back on the podcast, but I'll do it again because it's about barf and people love that.
Yeah, well, we're doing poop and
We're
barf.
doing poop and barf. Poop and barf.
So saddle up.
It was like an egg and cheese strudel thing. And I ate it before school when I was like 9, and I got on the bus and I yacked.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to look at a strudel the same way ever since.
Not even I was thinking like a fruit strudel, like
fruit
a
strudel?
cherry filling strudel, or a turnover, if you will.
Can't do it.
Really?
Can't do it.
Even the outside. What about a stuffed croissant?
A stuffed croissant. Ooh, I'll get down on a stuffed croissant.
Okay,
bro.
there's enough separation
There's
between
enough-
the strudel and the croissant.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
much suspension of disbelief. Am I using that correctly? I think I am.
Yeah.
There's enough
You
of
are.
that. Yeah, thank you. And croissant like a ham and
Pop-Tart guy though, that's crazy. See, I'm a toast like the ones you pop in the little toaster.
Yeah.
Pop them up and then you do the little jizz on them,
you
little
do
cream jizz.
Little cream jizz.
I love that stuff, dude.
Mm.
Oh my god, that's what sells it for me. Pop-Tarts are fine. They're too thin. I like a little thickness.
I know in this economy they're only getting thinner.
They're only getting thinner and more expensive, dude.
Well-
First go the eggs and the Pop-Tarts.
Next thing you know, we're living in caves.
Yeah, dude. Selling bullets for jokes.
But here's the thing with Pop-Tarts is there's really only one flavor of Pop-Tart that I like.
Wild berry.
Nope.
Ooh, I love a wild berry.
I don't like the fruity stuff. Brown
You like
sugar.
brown sugar? Gross,
Brown sugar is the
dude.
best.
Oh,
Yeah.
brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting.
It's the best one.
That's insane.
That's the only Pop-Tart I'll eat.
You don't like the white frosted strawberry?
Nope.
Love it.
Too sweet. Too sweet for the morning.
You're supposed to eat sweet stuff in the morning.
Are you?
Yeah. You like a cinny roll in the
I
morning.
do like a city
But that
roll.
is brown sugar and fucking okay.
See?
So okay, I see. I'm starting to see a pattern here with you, dude.
Just a brown sugar boy.
You don't like fruity stuff in the morning.
Don't like fruity stuff in the
Even
morning.
like actual fruits, you don't eat like an apple.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Even like you get like pancakes. If it's like blueberry or banana pancakes, count me out. I want a regular pancake.
You like a banana pancake? Don't do me like that.
I mean, I like
dude.
a blueberry more than a banana.
Really?
Yeah.
That is fucking crazy. You just want regular pancakes.
Regular
with
pancakes.
butt ton of you. Now, do we do peanut butter on these pancakes, or what are you doing?
Peanut butter.
You don't never put peanut butter on your pancake with a little syrup on it?
I butter that bitch up and I pour some syrup on it, and I shove it down my fucking dick hole, dude.
I like that imagery, but that's the trick. If you don't want to eat 2 pancakes and you just want to eat one, you slather it in peanut butter, get some more calories in there and some protein.
Okay.
It's fucking delicious. I used to do that with waffles all the time when I was a kid.
Back when I was in college and I used to smoke weed a lot.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do.
Friend of the show,
weed. Shout out former sponsor Billo.
Yeah.
Use
Love you
promo
still.
code Steamboat Comedy, get nothing off.
Nope. I still buy stuff from them. I love them.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I would go to the food court in the dorm I lived in, and I would get a waffle, and I would just throw the whole kitchen sink on it, dude.
Really?
Peanut butter.
Yep.
Just like marshmallow fluff.
Ugh.
Fucking
That's okay,
syrup, powdered sugar, and I love
No strawberries?
No strawberries. No fruits.
You're crazy.
Get these fruits
to me.
out of here.
You're missing out on a whole wide world.
Yeah.
You ever eat chocolate strawberries with a lover on a cold, sunny night?
Cold moon night on the cornfields.
Cold, sunny night.
cold sunny moon night. No, I would load them up, and I liked it so much that we had one of my classes, my English class, we had to write like some stupid like paper.
Yeah.
And I wrote a whole paper on how to build the perfect waffle.
How do you do?
Got an A.
Yeah, fucking
My teacher
beautiful.
loved me.
That's creative shit, though.
Yeah.
Nobody else was writing papers on. I took a creative writing class in college, and I did the same thing. We were supposed to write literally anything we wanted, and I wrote about ears and how, like, when you really look at an ear, how, like, weird of a body part an ear is.
Yeah.
And I got an A. She fucking loved it. And you had to, like, read it out loud in front of the class, and everybody lost their shit over it.
Everyone was like, yeah.
Yeah, they were all writing stupid ass shit about like fucking poems and stuff and like politics. And I was like, here's 20 sentences on ears.
On ears.
Yeah, dude.
Here's a sonnet I wrote on ears. I did the same thing in that same class because we were supposed to just like write something every day. And of course, because I was a terrible student, I waited until like the day before it was due and just wrote like 50 days worth in a row.
Yeah.
And literally one of them, I just wrote, you said I can write about anything I want. So I'm going to write about farts.
Yeah.
I wrote 2 paragraphs on farts and the different kinds of farts and like which ones I like better. Like the walking farts are my favorite.
Ooh, yeah,
when
yeah.
you're walking and you just fart every time you take a step.
Yeah, dude.
Those are good farts.
The repeaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. It's
Yeah.
like a drum kit.
And the teacher loved it.
I bet. Who doesn't love farts?
Yeah. Dude.
Everybody loves farts.
Everyone loves farts.
I got a couple would you rathers, buddy.
Couple would you rathers. Lay
Yeah.
them on me.
Speaking of farts, all right. Would you rather every time you sneeze, you also fart, or every time you pee, you moan out loud, oh, hell yeah, that feels so fucking good?
Well, I already do one of those.
Sneeze and fart, or pee and moan?
Yeah.
You have to do it like a public, like if you're in a public restroom.
You just go,
You're-
oh.
Oh, fuck, that feels so good.
Feels so good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that.
Over the sneeze fart.
Yeah, because, sometimes the diet ain't so good. And I don't want to, that's a lot of pressure when you sneeze. I don't want to
Yeah, and you're
ruin my
sneezing.
trousers.
You're sneezing all over town.
I sneeze everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
You're
how
not
I mark my
peeing all over
territory.
town. You're peeing in bathrooms.
Right. And a lot of time you're by yourself.
Yeah, most of the time.
And also it's kind of funny if you're just in a public restroom and someone's just like, oh, yeah. Feels so good. I'm going to go with that one.
You're going to go with that one? That
In
one
fact,
is
I'm just going to
funnier.
start doing that now.
Yeah, it's a good one. The sneeze fart, you can kind of cover the sound of the fart with the sneeze unless it's a longer one.
True. But that's not what I'm
You can-
concerned about.
No, you're concerned about shit in your pants.
I'm concerned
but
about
you don't,
deucing pants.
Don't worry about deucing your pants.
Okay.
You're just going to fart.
It's 100% air farts.
100% an air fart.
Still going with the moan.
Still going with the moan in the bathroom around men.
Oh, yeah. Feels so good. I'm already there.
Yes, I'm going to start doing that too. I got another would you rather. Would you rather constantly have chapped lips or constantly have athlete's foot?
Well, I already constantly have chapped lips.
Yeah, I
And
figured.
it sucks. Athlete's feet stinks, though.
Yeah,
Literally and figuratively.
it's not good. It
Not
itches.
good.
But
Yeah.
chap, you can cover the athlete's foot with shoes and socks, and
Yeah.
You can't really cover the old fucking chapped lips, dude.
No.
Those are out and about, ready to
No.
say hi to the whole neighborhood.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be smooching on the ladies with your busted ass lips.
Or the dudes.
Or the dudes.
Or the dudes.
Or the dudes.
Or the thems. Or the theys. You can't smooch on any being
Yeah.
with chapped lips, really.
You're a politician. You're trying to kiss babies. Can't do it with these chapped lips. No one's going to vote for you.
No.
Mm.
But the athlete's foot is
Oof.
irritating.
It's so bad.
Especially if you're on your feet a lot.
Ugh. I used to get athlete's feet a lot, too.
Yeah, back when we were athletes.
Yeah.
I would get the rash behind my knee from the football pants.
Oh.
Because the football pants would go like right down to the behind the knee. So I just get like almost a ringworm type rash. It was never a ringworm. It was probably a ringworm.
Yeah.
But I would get that behind the knee all the time. And you're constantly flexing your knee and shit. So it would just irritate all the fucking time.
The worst.
Yeah. What is your answer, though?
Oh. Ugh. Jeez. I guess I go athlete's foot.
Over chaps?
Oh, the chapped lips are brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. I just had a flashback, though. I used to talk about football. I used to always chew on my mouth guard,
Mm-hmm.
and I would get like chapped lips in the corner, and it would like split open.
Yep.
You know when it splits, it looks like you have a mini vagina in the corner of your
Yeah.
lip. Ugh.
I had that a couple months ago.
Did you?
Yeah. Every
Oh.
time I went to take a bite of something, you open your mouth.
And it just splits open.
Just pops. And you're like, there it is. That'll be there for another 4 days. That's
yeah, cool.
awesome.
There's another thing cool
beautiful.
about me.
Another awesome thing about my life so far. That and canker sores. I get because I bite. I'm so bad at eating, dude. I like bite my lips and cheeks constantly.
Really?
It's insane.
Ugh.
I would say 2 weeks out of the month I have a side of my mouth that
You're
I'm
just-
not fucking chewing on because it hurts.
Because you're just crunching your own
I'm
mouth.
just chomping my lips. It's usually the
Oh.
canine teeth that hit like the corner right there.
Ugh.
Like I just got over one, and knock on wood, I will have another, dude.
You ever thought about just pulling your teeth out?
I have thought about that, but then it would be harder. We're talking too much about not having teeth on these podcasts.
It's like this is the new no teeth
We've
podcast.
been talking about teeth for a long fucking time, though.
Man.
Let's not
we had a
count
whole
our chickens.
we had a whole dental podcast
Mm-hmm.
a couple years ago, and then we were sponsored by a dentist for 10 minutes.
Yeah, dude. We got to get some more dentist sponsors.
Right?
All right, I got sentences that have never been said before.
Ooh, it's time for Matt Newland's sentences that have never been said before.
Restaurant edition.
Ooh, restaurant edition.
Okay, first sentence. Yeah, we're going to P.F. Chang's after the motocross championship tomorrow, and I'm going to pop the question.
Nothing's more romantic than P.F. Chang's, especially if you're a motocross guy.
Motocross is fucking cool.
Motocross
And
is sick.
P.F. Chang's is pretty good.
You know what? I'm going to bare my soul.
Never had P.F.'s.
Never had PFs.
I've had P.F.'s exactly one time.
It was good?
It was good. I remember it. It was crazy. It was like a fever dream because there was been so much tension and like excitement built up around P.F. Chang's in my life. And then I finally got to go there like 9th or 10th grade
Mm-hmm.
for one of my buddy's birthdays.
Sick.
Yeah. And you know
And
when
you're just
you go
seeing
to
guys proposing to their wives all over the place.
Dude, it was like kind of a fancier like it's not Panda Express.
Yeah.
You know, the food's kind of the same, but it's a sit down spot and you get a server. And I remember, do you ever go to like restaurants with other families, like your friends' families?
Mm-hmm.
It's always different. It's
Sure.
never as great.
Right.
So like my first experience at P.F. Chang's, I was out of my comfort zone.
Right.
And a lot was going on.
Uh,
I didn't know what to order. That was like the first time I'd seen chopsticks. You know how I hate chopsticks,
You hate
dude.
chopsticks.
I get sweaty when I see chopsticks, dude. Hate it. No, does that restaurant have chopsticks? We're not going to eat there.
can't do
Can't
it.
do it. If I can't comfortably ask for a fork, we're not doing it. P.F. Chang's is good, though. You might as well just get Panda Express.
Yeah, never been. I have been to a Panda Express.
Ah, of course.
And that's pretty delightful.
It's a treat every time.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish they would sponsor us. But they
Waiting on that.
too busy making... I don't know.
Too busy making food out of pandas.
Yeah, they're probably using pink slime, too. Okay, sentence number 2.
Sentence number 2.
Although the food is good at Chili's, the water in the bathroom sink is to die for.
The bathroom sink at Chili's, specifically Chili's.
Yeah,
Something about that sink water.
I don't even get drinks when I go there. I just go to the bathroom
Yeah.
and run my mouth under
Every-
the faucet.
Every 5 minutes, you're like, excuse me. And you just go to the bathroom. You're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm just the dude, just hairs in the sink. Just
And you don't bring a cup. You just got to go straight from
I'm
the
lapping
tap.
it up. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's something very funny about holding your head under a sink to drink water.
Yeah.
It saved my life through a few hangovers in my day.
Oh, I've done it 100 times.
When I was in college, my last 2 years, I had a sink in my room, in my own like kind of bathroom, no toilet, but it was in my room, and I'd get hammered, and then wake up at like 4 a.m. and just stumble to my sink and just. Oh, never tasted so good.
Wait, you had a sink in your room, but not a bathroom?
Not a toilet in my room. The toilet was in a different room. No shitter in there, which is it's nice to have a sink in your own room, but no door to it. It was just like there. It was
just
crazy.
There, just on the wall.
I miss that. Asbury Street, dude, 327. Shout out.
Shout out.
You guys know who you are. Had a lot of parties there. A lot of people did drugs there.
Yay!
All right, sentence number 3, and I'm excited about this one. Look. If you didn't want me to get horny, then why did you have Olive Garden cater?
Those breadsticks, dude, get you all sticked up.
Oh, you see those, and you're like, I'm going to get just like that. And you get rock hard. You dip it in some cream soup.
Oh,
woo!
Gonna make me cream, you know what I'm saying?
God damn.
Woo, Olive Garden does actually kick ass.
And maybe that's the best chain.
It could be. The breadsticks never end.
They don't end, and they're fucking delicious, dude. Ooh, okay, here we go. Olive Garden breadsticks or Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Oh, the Roadhouse rolls do kick ass.
Yeah.
Can I throw in a third option?
Yeah, 100%, and I think I know where you're going.
You think you know what I'm going to say?
Mm-hmm.
Red Lobster Cheddar biscuits.
Ooh, I knew it was going to be a cheddar toast. I thought you were going to go Sizzler. Because they have the Texas toast.
Texas toast does kick ass.
Okay.
Oh,
Cheddar biscuits are good.
Cheddar biscuits
Dude, I think I'm going Texas Roadhouse rolls specifically because of the honey butter that they serve.
The honey butter, ooh, is
Dip
good.
that shit in there, it falls right off.
I can rub it on my nipples, bro.
The Olive Garden's it's too garlic. I'm not a huge garlic guy.
You're not a big garlic guy.
I'm not a big garlic or a small food type of guy that all these chefs love to cook. Fucking, that's what I like about these big restaurants. They got big
food. Big chains, big food.
That's what America's about.
That's what America's about. Bigger is better.
Factories, big food.
I thought you were going to say that you weren't going to go Olive Garden because it was too phallic. The
phallic? No, because I don't know what that word means.
No, it means like a penis.
Oh. Is that a Madonna song? Or
like a penis.
Yeah, dude.
Touched for the very first time. That actually kind of still applies to the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That could be a good song.
Could be a good song.
We should do that parody.
On the show Madonna, we need you working on this.
Weird Al, we need you working on that other one too.
Right?
They got to get together. Ooh, what a power couple that would be. Madonnas and Weird Al's.
Well, did you see the Weird Al movie?
Yeah.
He's like, the whole premise of the movie is that he's married to Madonna the whole time.
Is that who that's supposed to be?
Yeah.
That is wild. That we just came to that. Maybe that's how they came up with the movie.
Yeah.
That could
be real.
Mm-hmm. What else? Throw some shit at me, dude. Let's stick some guns on the counter. Let's stick some fucking guns up there.
Guns on the counter.
Yeah.
So I just did cabaret auditions.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to the friends of the show, Cabaret.
Cabaret Steamboat.
Which is our local production of song and dance.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, I'm a thespian. I sing, I dance.
You do? You do both well.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I know. I've seen it.
They had me, well, it's stupid. They made me fill out like a form. And it's like, I know you guys. Like, I don't need to fill out this form. You can just ask me. But they had me rate myself on a scale of 1 to 10 on how good I was at certain things.
Jesus Christ.
It was weird.
That's fucked up.
And it was like acting. And I was like, 10.
Yeah, did you not see the fucking guy who just shit?
Yeah.
The character you just pulled off?
Right?
That was crazy good.
It was crazy good.
That was insane.
Oscar worthy, some say.
Guys, I gotta talk to you.
I'm a chick. But then I was like, I'm not filling all this out, but then there's other ones that said dancing, and I put 22.
Yeah.
And it said taking direction, I wrote 0. And it said sense of humor, I put 2.
Oh, yeah, you gave yourself a little credit there.
I gave myself a little
Was
credit.
it a 1 to 10 scale?
Yeah, 1 to 10 scale.
Yeah, you gave yourself
so
a little leeway.
I gave honest feedback to those guys.
Yeah, you took your ego out of it.
Yeah, honesty, 10. They should have put that down there. I should have wrote that down.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Are they going to go through those forms?
I don't know.
And laugh?
Yeah. They already, going into this audition.
Isn't that the point of an audition is for them to judge you?
Right.
And they're like, you're going to judge yourself.
Yeah, you do the work for us.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was American Idol And Simon Cowell's like, how well did you just sing? I'd be like 10. She's like, you win American Idol.
Yeah, well, here's the deal, buddy. You suck. I hate you guts.
You suck. I hate you. Should go home and kill yourself. Simon Cowell.
Oh, dude, when American Idol first came out, that was must-see fucking TV.
Oh, yeah.
She Bang, She Bang. That might be the first viral internet thing, right?
I mean, maybe.
That's got to be up there. That was crazy.
What was that guy's name? It was like Ho Jung or...
I think it was like P.F. Chang or something.
What's his name? Panda Express.
So fucked up.
And then he got like his own record deal.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
And I think he was doing a bit. I think he like maybe was that genius to be like, they're doing this and I can go in there and fucking bomb and I'll be famous.
Just Andy Kaufman his way to the top
I
there.
think he might. I want to believe that's what he was doing.
I hope so.
Because that's genius.
It's fantastic. Yeah. All of those now, there's no American Idol. There's just The Voice.
There's still American Idol, dude. Katy Perry still does it. Yeah.
What?
She's like hitting on 20-year-old dudes the whole time.
Sick.
It's awesome. Honestly,
Nice.
it's must-see TV.
Must-see TV.
They do The Voice. Yeah, that's okay. I watch a few seasons of The Voice. All those fucking talent shows. Just be talented.
Just be talented.
Just do stuff that's talented.
If I was a judge, I'd be like, just be talented.
Yeah.
And that would make it so much faster.
Dude, I wrote a horrible joke one time that I'll never tell on stage.
Okay.
And I might do it here, but it's fucking terrible.
Well, I got to hear it now.
It's the worst. So it's a stand-up comedy competition for comedians with cerebral palsy.
Yikes.
It's called Last Comic Groaning.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's so bad, right? That's the worst.
Dude.
That's terrible. We can cut that.
It's also, well, there also is Josh Blue is a very successful comedian who has cerebral palsy.
Yeah, for sure.
So he would just win. It would be a terrible competition.
Yeah. But it's just a joke.
It's just a joke. We're
a
just
joke.
joking.
It's just a fucking joke that I said I'd never tell.
Yikes.
And I just told it.
And you just told it. Now it's out there.
But I would never tell it on stage.
No.
I would tell it to the comfort of you and
Right.
the comfort of our millions of
About
viewers.
all of the listeners and the hundreds of thousands of viewers
Yeah.
online.
It's not good. It's not good.
Well, I can share one of the horrible jokes.
Being fucking vulnerable up here and bearing my soul, dude. I said it's a bad joke.
Do you remember when we did that show with, I'm pretty sure it was with Eland, shout out to the friend of the show, Eland Stribling, that we all agreed that we were going to do a joke that never works?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what yours was, but I did the one where
I do.
I tried to make a joke about how Batman became Batman, and the whole idea was that he saw bats and he was scared, and so he turned himself into a bat to conquer his fear, right?
Yeah.
Well, the bit was about how he fell in the well, and the first thing he saw was a bunch of gross bugs and worms, and then he just became Snail Man.
Yeah,
and then I tried to do a snail act out across the stage, and I fucking got rug burn on my forehead. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was a low moment in comedy for me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh god.
What was-
we were talking about we did an open mic in Grand Junction after a show there. I can't remember what the bar was called.
Oh yeah.
But there was like pool tables and shit, and it was no one's paying attention. People are playing pool.
Yeah.
The stage felt like it was 400 miles away.
It was.
It was so far away.
It was on the far end of the room, probably 50 yards from where we were at.
And no one within a 70-yard radius of the person performing because everyone's walking back. And you did a joke about, if I can say, getting masturbated overseas.
It's my experience attempting to get a prostitute that
Yeah.
failed because I was on too much shitty cocaine.
And the joke...
Sorry, Mom.
It's funny. And the joke inclines an act out
Yes.
where you lay flat on the stool and mimic yourself getting a hand job. And I remember watching you do this at this open mic, again, 400 yards away with no one around you, full act out laying on the stool. And it was still to this day, I can think about it, and it's so funny to me.
Just bearing my soul for these people who don't give a fuck.
Laying like parallel to the floor on a stool is so good. It takes a lot of abs to do that.
Oh, I've got a lot of abs, baby.
I think I can't remember who I was sitting with. We're like, man, he's really going for it.
It was probably Shelton.
It was for sure Shelton.
Oh my God. Yep. Sometimes you gotta take a risk.
Sometimes you take the risk. Sometimes the risk gutter balls you.
Yep. Confucius say.
Confucius.
What was your joke that didn't work on that show?
That was like an abortion joke.
Oh.
It kind of worked though. That's the other thing we learned about that. Like,
yeah.
scenario.
If you say this joke isn't gonna work and then you do it, it works a little better.
It works a tiny bit better.
Yeah.
I can't remember the. I think that it was like some people don't think anyone should get abortions, and some people think everyone should get abortions. And I think we're doing just the right amount of abortions.
Just the right amount of abortions.
Yeah. And then the tag is abortion jokes are like abortions. Sometimes you got to do them.
Got to do them. Hey.
And that was a joke that never worked, and it kind of worked that night.
And it kind of worked that night.
You just can't say that word that many times on stage.
Yeah,
you
in a row.
You can, no, you can't like just machine gun that word at people. It doesn't work. And that's like the whole joke is saying it 3 times. So
right.
It just never
No.
worked. That's fine.
I tried. It's a concept that I always thought was funny, and I could never get it to work. Was when, joke that never worked. I've tried it a bunch of times. Is it was just like my friend said, "Oh, like I can't go outside when it's sunny because I have light eyes, and my eyes are more sensitive than other people's eyes." And I just thought, how could you possibly know that?
Yeah.
Unless you try on someone else's eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just a weak bitch.
Yeah. It never hit.
Never hit.
It never hit. People don't get it.
They don't get it.
They don't get us.
They don't get our next level humor.
They don't
dude.
get our cerebral palsy jokes.
They're super tasteful.
It's not tasteful. It's a terrible joke. But it is a joke.
But it is a joke.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Ah, damn. This has been fun. I've had a fun time
As
doing
I say,
this.
speaking of jokes, it's comical how hungry I am. It's Fat Boy Sunday. I gotta go get some sustenance. Bang, 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 bang.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. We love you a lot.
Love you guys. Thanks for watching, as always, or listening, wherever you're doing your podcast.
You're doing fucking great. You're killing it.
You're doing
Keep
a great
going.
job. Yeah, we got a bunch of shows. March is going to be crazy as far as all the shit we got going on. Just added another show in Hayden. More to come to that. Live podcasts, hitting the road, doing all kinds of shit. So check it all out, steamboatcomedy.com.
Baby.
And we'll see you next time.
That feels so good.
Oh, yeah.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.